Obviously, in the last three games, John L's really come into his own scoring wise. Just what have you seen from him, just from that perspective, just kind of in that more ball dominant role?
Well, what I'm telling him and all these guys, the fight you have is if you miss two shots, don't act like you come out every time you make a mistake. The battle is within you that I'm shooting another one and I'm shooting another one. If you make a bad play, you have to have the mental strength to go on to the next play. If you don't, there are no alibis. Now, what he's done, he's busted through all that. You know what was great today? He's on the court talking to Carter when Carter fouled. Like, we need this clock to run. You're fine. Just keep playing. Don't foul. Wow. DJ, the way he's playing. Wow. Adu made a few plays. He was sick as a dog, probably shouldn't have played, but he made a couple plays. TB played. We have a full roster playing right now. Billy, how about that last block out of nowhere? Who could make that play other than him? You got to show me. So, and again, look, Texas is playing well. They have played well. They have turned it to where they were like us. Their schedule dictated their record. In this league, sometimes it's not how your team's playing, it's who you're playing. And so now they got him going. Uh, Trey's doing some great stuff, but it's not just him. Arthur's doing stuff. Guard play is good. We kind of got them. I don't think, like, we kind of, from the beginning of the game, just went after them a little bit. And after they settled in, it was anybody's game. Now, I did tell my team after, that wasn't one of my best performances down the stretch. But I told them I was just trying to get out of the gym, folks. I wasn't trying to be fancy. I want you just let's just get out of the gym. I didn't care that we were up 20 and win by what did we win by?
Eight.
It could have been two and I'd have been fine. Just get out of the gym. And so they were great though. I mean, Nelly's done great stuff. He's grown up. Um, I sent them all a text that basically talked about you have to go through failure if you're ever going to have success. You have to walk through those gates. You got to deal with failure. And that's what we were dealing with. We lost a bunch of games. Like, I was looking like, sheesh, anybody lost all 18? They said, yeah, last year, Missouri. I said, well, sheesh, they're pretty good right now. But, proud of the kids. I told the TV after at halftime, I love coaching this team now. How about they struggled like that and stuck together? How about they struggled? And I had somebody ask me, you afraid they're going to let go of the rope? Were you in the room?
I was in the room. I was the one who asked.
You weren't the one that asked. I said, well, they would have let go of the rope already. And so they're fighting. They know. I still think we got a ways to go to reach where we should be. I do. But I'm just happy we won this. The last game on the road, 2 road wins in this league, 2 road wins tells you we're not too bad. Yes.
Defensively in the first half, I think you guys held them to, I think it was like 4 scoring droughts at least 2 minutes. Just what was the defensive game plan that kind of worked in that favor? And
We just wanted to be really aggressive and pressure and spread them out a little bit. And to be honest, guys, they missed a lot of shots that they normally make, but they missed them. I was happy that they missed them. And then we rebounded pretty good. And then the second half, they got 9 offensive rebounds. 9 in the second half. That's like a 20. That's like our game at Tennessee where they had 24 offensive rebounds. So we were, again, believe me, we were just trying to get out of the gym.
John, for that Texas team, what's the difference when the big kid Shedrick is on the court when he's off?
He just does stuff. He's like a connector for them. He's a connector. And I grabbed him after and just told him, I hope you're all right. He said, I'm good. But he's that guy that does all that dirty work, that makes the right play. That last play where we went under on Trey to give a 3. And my guy argued with me. Like, what did you, I was like, and the apple came and I stepped on the grate. What? Go. But anyway, and he was the one that boop, threw it to him. Kid makes it three, gives them a chance to beat us. He's good.
John, just kind of picking up that two-part question. One, your thoughts. You've seen a lot of great players. Your thoughts on Trey Johnson as a player, and secondly, just you've been to a lot of venues. First time Moody Center for you. Your thoughts on Moody as a venue.
Wow, this is a great building. When I walked in, I was like, what in the world? Is there seats above those things?
Yeah, pull them, the screen down. There's seats up there.
And what's up there? Like bleachered seats or regular seats? Bleachered seats?
Like concert venues, stuff.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't see under it. I thought I saw seats under there. And I was like, this place is crazy. Second thing I would tell you, I've recruited Trey since I think he was a sophomore. So I know he and his family well, and I've watched him grow. He's become more athletic, but he has a knack for getting baskets. He does. And we were planning, if he had it going, we were going to trap. Like somebody else is beating us, not him. And we kept the game at, at a distance, so we didn't. So what we ended up doing is let's foul him every time down.
John, just to stick with Trey, what do you think, as part of this game, what needs to really happen for him to reach his potential? He's still young, of course, but what has to happen?
Yeah, he's going to fill out. He's going to get stronger. The kid plays hard. He'll get more physical. The one thing I'm going to tell you in our game right now, there's a premium on being able to score baskets. And there, for a coach, I've always been that guy to create space and let a guy go get a basket. John Wall will tell a player that says, I'm interested in playing for Coach Cal. He will say, can you get your own shot? Because if you can't, well, this team is one that's not what they are. So I'm having to do it. But him, I think they're doing exactly what they should do. Create space and let him go get buckets for you because they're demoralizing. You're doing everything right and he scores anyway, or you foul him.
Hey, John, you've coached this league forever. Where's this season's league compared as far as that swing Sunday?
This is maybe one of the best leagues in the history because the top to bottom, there's no W. Like normally you say, okay, these four teams at the bottom, we can get these games. You think I'm looking forward to playing South Carolina or LSU? LSU already beat us. There is no team that you think you can beat. So top to bottom, it's as good as it gets. And I remember being in where there were three teams getting in, and I was going nuts trying to get five, and I was basically BSing because we didn't deserve five. But then let's try to get 7, 8. Well, shoot, now you're talking 9 or 10. And guys, if you're doing it by the numbers, it should be maybe 10, 11, 12. What's the problem? Well, that's too many. What? We're all in one league, beating each other up. People are 4 and 5, 4 and 6, 5 and 5. And you know what? If you're 500 in this league, sheesh, you're going to be a top 6 seed, 7 seed, 6 seed. But I'm not worried about all that. I just hope we keep playing well, be honest with you.
John, do you think a team can get, I don't know, fat and sassy is the phrase or not, but Texas has been playing really well.
They have been.
And
And I was scared to death walking in here, just so you know.
they looked very disjointed that first half tribute to your team.
Who do you think I was worried about being that way?
Come on, Mark.
Us.
Oh.
Us. Because, and all I talked about for 2 days was arrogance. You have to play fearless. And I don't want to hear, afraid to make mistakes or come out for shot. No. Mental toughness, fearlessness. And now we had to validate that last win, would you say? We had to validate it. And coming here, we did. And now we're playing another team that has a week off, and we played on Wednesday. A week ago, we did the same. We play Wednesday. That team had a week off. I think they're doing it. I don't think we're the only one that's done it twice. Yes, sir. But we got a tough road coming up. But you know what? I don't care. Let's get on the plane, get out of here, and we're not going to be able to practice for 2 days. But how do I practice tomorrow and Friday and then play, one of the best teams in our league?
And you attacked the rim first half. Free throws,
Well, even the last game, I told him at halftime, do not fall in love with the three. Don't. drive the ball. If you're wide open, if they rush you, drive it. If you're wide open, shoot it. And so we're trying to be that team. But, you know, we got a ways to go. There's things I got to figure out. I like the press attack that we worked on to make sure we could get it in the end. And I told him, you see why I'm working on that stuff? So we could get it in. And so